It's 9:30 on a Monday night, and Sports Paws is officially back. Quinnipiac's basketball teams are trending in opposite directions after this weekend's games.
Plus, it's award season, and men's ice hockey is very well represented.
And of course, we give you our top 5 plays. All that and more tonight on Sports Paws.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome inside Studio 125. This is Sports Paws, and I'm Will Fowler.
And I'm Liz Flynn. Will, it's been a long 3 months since we were last in this studio, and it feels so amazing to finally be back.
Yeah, first time in a few months. First time in a while. We've had exclusively Quinnipiac athletics as well, so let's dive right in. We'll start today's show with men's ice hockey, who hosted a weekend series with St. Lawrence. Let's roll right into the highlights. Game 1, Quinnipiac and St. Lawrence from the People's United Center. Game 3 of 6 between the two teams because of this weird new ECAC hockey conference. First period, no goals, but a scary moment. Ethan Lay takes a big hit against the wall. Lay would return to the game, but not something you want to see if you're Rand Peckham. To the second period we go. Michael Lombardi, close range shot, gets blocked, works the puck around to Logan Britt, who picks it up at the blue line, just throws something on goal, and it's Michael Fawcett who gets a piece of the puck, picks up his second goal of the season. Quinnipiac leads 1-0. Later in the second, Quinnipiac again on the attack as the breakout pass finds Michael Lombardi, skates across the blue line and somehow lets him go all the way to the net, goes to the backhand, beats Emil Zetterquist. Pretty goal from Lombardi, who doubles Quinnipiac lead 2-0. Wasn't all Quinnipiac though. Saints had their chances, but Quinnipiac's defense and specifically Keith Petrozelli equal to the task. Saints goalless through 40, but the Bobcats themselves weren't done. Desi Brigart skates across the blue line, finds a cutting Matthew Fawcett for Quinnipiac's third. 3-0 Bobcats heading into the third. The Saints do get one back though. Loose puck in front of the net, and Greg Lapointe is the first one to it. Wide open net, and St. Lawrence cuts things to 3-1. That was all that they would get though. Ethan DeYoung puts the final nail in the coffin. Bobcats win this one 4-1, take the first game of the 2-game set.
And the Bobcats would take on St. Lawrence again on Saturday to hopefully build on that win. And let's check out the highlight to see how they did in their second game.
Let's do it.
No goals were scored in the first period here, but the physicality continues between these two teams as Daniel Winslow skated past center ice before taking a knee from Cameron Bowl, and Bowl would receive a 5-minute major and a game misconduct in this game. Heading to the second period now, St. Lawrence kills the penalty, and there's no action until right about now at the end of the period when Christoph Fillion is jamming at the puck, and he manages to get it in front of the net, and after a couple jams, it does go in, and that gets the Bobcats on the board, and he's very happy about that. And now we're going to head on to the third period now, and this play is so quick, if you blink, you're going to miss it. Skylar Brindamore is in the offensive circle, and he's going to take the face-off. Skylar Brindamore is taking the face-off to Ethan DeYoung, and he rips it past the St. Lawrence goalie, and that just doubles the lead for Quinnipiac, and that was an absolute rocket of a shot there by DeYoung. However, St. Lawrence didn't give up just yet. A minute later, Riley Moran gets one past Keith Petrozelli, and that is going to be Moran's first collegiate goal, and we got a nice upper view of that goal right here where it just sneaks right behind Petrozelli and Moran gets it in. St. Lawrence would continue to pressure in this game and get the extra man at the end, but Petrozelli and the Bobcats managed to hold on and complete this weekend sweep by a score of 2-1.
2 big wins for the Bobcats. Let's take a look at how the ECAC hockey standings are shaping up now. Of course, they look a little bit different this season, but Rand Pecknold and co. will still be very pleased to see themselves at the top with 6 games to play. Of course, 8 of the conference's 12 teams opted out of the 2019-21 season, but the 4 that do remain, of course, Quinnipiac and St. Lawrence, along with Clarkson and Colgate, entrenched in a tight race as we enter the final weekends of the season. It's Quinnipiac out in front, followed by Clarkson, with Colgate and St. Lawrence not far behind. As for the slightly more normal USCHO rankings, let's take a look at this week's ranking. Quinnipiac moves up a place to number 11, jumping Bowling Green, and the Bobcats remain the highest-ranked ECAC hockey team in the nation, with Clarkson coming in 3 spots below them at 14. Elsewhere, Boston College continues its impressive season, keeps hold of the top spot. North Dakota jumps a place to number 2, and a trio of Minnesota teams round out the top 5 in the NCAA.
ECAC Hockey announced the Men's League Awards for January, and a familiar face on the Quinnipiac men's ice hockey team was named Player of the Month, and I will give you one guess as to who that is. That's right, Odin Tufto received the Player of the Month honor for the first time in his career, and it is well deserved. Tufto has put up incredible numbers in his senior season, leading the nation in points and assists last month, and he also led ECAC hockey in points with 11 and closed out a 12-game point streak, which was the longest point streak in the nation. And Will, this isn't the only award featuring a Quinnipiac Bobcat now, is it?
Yeah, and you know what, Liz? It's not even the only award featuring Odine Tufto, because Quinnipiac's captain was also named one of the 50 nominees, for the Hobie Baker Award, the trophy given to college hockey's most outstanding player. Tufto is nominated alongside fellow Bobcat and Vegas Golden Knights prospect, Detroit Red Wings prospect Keith Petruzzelli. The Bobcats forming two of the only three nominees from ECAC hockey. And no Quinnipiac player has ever won the Hobie Baker Award, though several players have gotten close. Most recently, Chase Prisky made it to the final 10 in 2019.
2 awards don't seem like enough, so let's just throw in one more. Keith Petruzzelli was also named to the Mike Richter Award watch list. The Mike Richter Award goes to the best goaltender in Division I NCAA men's hockey, and Petruzzelli is one of only 2 ECAC hockey goalies to make this list of 36. That list will be brought down to 15 over the next few weeks, so we will have to wait and see if Petruzzelli makes it further. But this is a huge honor for the senior who has put up, again, incredible numbers in his last season here at Quinnipiac.
Yeah, been a really good season for Petruzzelli. Women's hockey was also in action this weekend as they welcomed number 9 Clarkson to town for a 2-game homestand. Let's roll the highlights and see how they did. Game number 1, Quinnipiac women's ice hockey taking on Sacred Heart, from Hamden. Let's jump into play in the first period. QU already 1-0 up here in the first after an early goal. Check out this one-timer from first-year Kendall Cooper. As we'll see, the wrap it around, there it is. One-timer into the back of the net. Quinnipiac up 2-0, and we need another look at Cooper's 4th goal of the season. There it is. To the second period we go. It's Taylor House, one of the veterans on this women's ice hockey team, who picks up the puck right in the crease, taps it home. Bobcats up 3-0, thanks to Taylor House's 4th goal of the year. Later in the second period, Kate Riley finds Olivia Mobley cross ice in the first year, gets her goal. Her first career goal, on the second effort. Bobcats dancing their way up 4-0 heading into the third period. In the third, Courtney Vorster, we'll see her play, walks the line. As you'll see Vorster pick up the puck there, walks the line. Rister finds the back of the net. 5-0 Quinnipiac cruise control for the Bobcats against Sacred Heart. Later in the third, Grace Markey takes on the entire Sacred Heart defense. How's this for a play? And Nina Stegoff puts in a rebound in front of the net. Quinnipiac wins this one 6-0, and they take on Colgate from home next weekend.
Now let's take a look at the women's ECAC hockey standings right here to see where Quinnipiac is now. Quinnipiac is 3rd in ECAC hockey with a 1-3 record in the conference. And it may look bad for Quinnipiac, but you have to think about they have played significantly less conference games than some of the other teams have right now, with games getting canceled, among other things. So it's not too bad for Quinnipiac right now. And now this is the USCHO women's poll that was updated for this week as well. And there are 2 ECAC hockey teams that cracked the top 10, which is not listed, but Quinnipiac is not ranked right now with their 7-3 record. Wisconsin continues to play fantastic, same with Minnesota and Northeastern, and the rest of the teams round out as so. And we are now joined in studio with Q30 women's ice hockey beat reporter Connor Ullathorn to talk a little bit more about the team and who has really shined in this unconventional scenery. Connor, take it away.
Thanks, Will and Liz. And I've actually got not 3, 4 stars for you coming up. So my 3rd star, it's actually 2 people, Alexa Hoskin and Sophie Urban. Now, by the stats, they don't show it. 3 points for Hoskin and 2 for Urban on the year. These 2, they had to slid back from playing their normal forward position to defenseman through the month of February. This is due to a couple players being out for the Bobcats. Captain Olivia Conningson is now in dressing in the next game for the Bobcats, in the past game, and Urban got moved back to forward. Now, Hoskin found a really nice niche, becoming solid enough defensively, as well as working her way into one of the power play units. She has a +11 rating on the season. And Cass Turner told us after the Sacred Heart game how versatility is really nice to have, and you can move players around whenever you need to. My 2nd star for the month of February is Lexi Agia. She has 11 points in over 8 games in February. She leads the team in points, and not only a scorer, but a timely scorer at that. She scores big goals in big games, such as the tying goal in Clarkson when QU won in overtime. Really smart in the forecheck as well. She generates a ton of turnovers in their offensive zone and does little things the stats don't show. And my 1st star for the month of February, first year, Kendall Cooper. She has 8 points in 8 games, and she's looked comfortable throughout the ice in her first month of college hockey. And just getting rid of that adjustment period, been massive for her. She won ECAC Hockey Rookie of the Week a few weeks back, and she looked really strong against Clarkson with some massive stretch passes and just strong, impressive skater. That's my 3 stars for February. Guys, back to you.
I don't know, Liz. Is that allowed? 4 players for a 3-star segment?
I don't
it's
know.
a bit of a loophole. But
I didn't make the rules, but doesn't make sense to me.
We'll give them a pass this time. We'll take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll tell you how men's and women's basketball fared. And, of course, we've got the Sports Paws top 5 plays. Don't go anywhere.
One in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, the boss's boss. If 1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes, that means it could be you, your barber, your barber's barber.
Nice work.
Thanks.
You, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse.
Yes.
You, your dog walker,
On your left.
your cat jogger. Or you, your co-pilot, your co-pilot's co-pilot. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org to know where you stand.
Welcome back to Sports Paws. Thank you for sticking with us. And now we are joined by Q30 men's basketball beat reporter John Surratt to talk a little bit about the men's basketball team and how their weekend went.
Thanks, Liz. Unlike Connor, I don't have 4 stars today, but I'll have 3 with an honorable mention. So we'll start with my third star, with Seth Pinckney, currently with 3rd in points on the team, averaging 2 blocks, and as well the whole team in general in the country, leading the country 12th in blocks. And whole team-wise, and then 2nd in defensive field goal percentage for the whole team, just behind Houston with a little bit less than 37% from the field throughout the season so far. Then we're going to go with my 2nd star. We're going to go with Jake Rigoni. So far, he's a senior leader, one of their main guys that we've seen year in and year out with Baker Dunleavy, averaging 12 points, leading scorer, and leading rebounder. Difference from Kevin Marfo from last year with only 6 rebounds, but still his ability to space the floor and add some new ball handling to his game is one of the bigger spectacles this year that he's added to his game. And then my 1st star, but before that, we'll go into an honorable mention, Lewis Courtwright. Yesterday was his birthday, and he had a 2010 game. So hats off to him, also MAC Rookie of the Week. But he just came on a little too late. My 1st star, though, who also won MAC Rookie of the Week a little prior ago, but has been still really consistent this year, is Taimu Chenery. Currently 2nd in the team with points, shooting 41% from the field and 3, and has really made an impact at that 4 position so far throughout this season, and has really brought something that I didn't see coming in this year with him as a recruit, but has really stepped up his game this year.
Great stuff, John. We are going to take one more break, but when we return, a special announcement regarding spring sports and our top 5 plays of the week. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to Sports Paws. Women's ice hockey made headlines on and off the ice this past weekend. Former Quinnipiac forward Kenzie Hawsworth announced yesterday that she was transferring to Ohio State. Hawsworth's statement came via her personal Instagram page where she said, quote, "I will be forever grateful for this program and all they have given me. I am thankful for my teammates, coaches, and staff for developing me into the person I am," end quote. Hawsworth was removed from the roster on January 28th and didn't feature for Quinnipiac's 6-0 win over Sacred Heart this past weekend.
Well, it is time for our top 5 plays of the week. I'll take the odds, you take the evens.
Let's do it.
Let's
I'm
get
excited.
this thing going.
Let's do this.
Top 5 plays of the week. We are starting off here with number 5. It is women's hockey's matchup against Sacred Heart. And you're going to see here, Kate Riley gets the puck at the top of the circle, sends it across to first-year Olivia Mobley, who shoots once, gets the rebound, and scores for her first career goal, and she's pretty happy about that.
Play number 4, women's basketball versus Monmouth. Mackenzie DeWee says, "Where are you going?" Leaves Ariana Vanderhoop in the dust. She does it all, doesn't she? Rebounds, shoots, shows off her handles there,
She
too.
really does. Play 3 takes us back to the ice with the men's ice hockey. Skylar Brindamore wins the face-off, and Ethan DeYoung scores it, and that will double the lead for Quinnipiac in that game. Just a huge quick shot from Ethan DeYoung there.
Blink or you might miss it, Liz. I like when you said that. Play number 2, more women's basketball. Amani Free to Rose Caverly to Sajada Bonner at the buzzer. Got it. Beats the buzzer. Quinnipiac wins 53-38.
Number 1 play of the week goes to Michael Lombardi of men's ice hockey. Gets the puck at center ice, evades every defender that comes his way with a nice forehand backhand, and roofs the puck over the St. Lawrence goaltender. And that was a game winner for the Bobcats right there.
Looks a lot easier than it is.
Absolutely. I could never do that.
Neither could I. That's why we're here, not there.
February is Black History Month, and we are going to celebrate a former player who has made an impact in their time at Quinnipiac. This week, we are honoring Jordan Samuels Thomas, a former Quinnipiac men's ice hockey player. He helped lead Quinnipiac to the 2013 National Championship and went on to play in the AHL, and he will become a full-time AHL referee this season. That is all the time we have for tonight. Will, it was an absolute pleasure sharing the desk with you in our first show back.
It's been awesome, Liz. It took too long for us to get on the desk together. Thank you so much for watching. Please check out all of our content and check out our website as well, q30tv.com. Follow us on Twitter at Q30Sports, and don't forget to download the app Q30 Television. To everyone behind the scenes, thank you so much for making this show possible. For Liz Flynn, I'm Will Fowler. See you next week. Same time, same place.